Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here, and welcome back to Into the Black, the series where we go and just explore the deep, dark void that is space. Right now, we've found a rather nice A-class star, but I'm rather curious to see if we've got anything else in the system. Well, we've got what looks to be a high metal content or metal rich, and we just got a bunch of gas giants, a T-class dwarf, so a T-class star, and quite a lot of them have rings, but there's not a lot in here that I'm particularly interested in. I mean, it looks nice, but it's not going to be doing too well for our bank balance. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be moving on. I mean, here we go. Let's go and have a look at how far we are away from our next waypoint. I mean, we're not that far away. We're going head over to the Parrot's Head sector, which says to me that there's potentially a nebula around here called the Parrot's Head Nebula. I might be wrong. In fact, I probably am. But because I'm pretty sure there is a nebula called Parrot's Head, but I don't really know where the hell it would be. Oh well. But as we can see, we've got a bunch of nebulae around. And we've got, I think that's the coal sack over there. Yes, it is the coal sack, because that's the closest nebula to habitable space. So we've got a bunch of ways going until we get over to the Lagoon Nebula. Because, like I said, what we're going to do is going to jump over to the Lagoon Nebula and then jump around to the Trifid Nebula. I think that's that one. Yeah, it is. And then the Omega Nebula. And potentially we may end up going over to this one over here. I'm not even going to attempt to say that. Actually, no. Let's try. Trike something? I'm pretty sure that's just some kind of code thing. And what have we got over here? Which nebula is this one? The Cat's Paw Nebula. I mean, potentially we may even go over here. We'll have to go and see what I feel like doing. Because what we wanted to go and do is get ourselves to a decent level of exploration data. So when we go back, we can sell it all to one of the Explorer engineers. So either Felicity Farseer or Alvira Martuk. And then we can go and get ourselves all the way up to rank 5, or to grade 5, without doing anything too strenuous. And then after that, we can buy ourselves a nice new ship, upgrade it, and then move on. So we haven't got that far left to go. I mean, let's have a look. How long have we got until we get to this particular waypoint? I mean, this one is less than 4,000 light years away, so that's not really that bad. So let's carry on jumping and just see if we can find anything interesting. Because the thing is, the way we're going now, I'm not expecting to find anything being first discoveries. Because this is a very, very well-trodden route out to the Lagoon Nebula. Because the Lagoon Nebula has been explored to hell and back. So, yeah. I'm not expecting to get my name on anything on this particular trip. I mean, we might get lucky. In fact, I do expect we'll probably get a little lucky, but I'm not kind of worrying about it overly. What I am doing is I am scanning the local stars, because at least that's going to be giving us something nice. And I do suspect that we are going to be out. There we go. Nothing else here. So let's just finish scanning this. Oh, damn it. I went and stopped scanning, didn't I? Oh, I'm an idiot. But yeah. So what's going to happen is we're just going to go jumping along, see if we can find anything interesting. I mean, right now it's just finding some random stars and just seeing what we can... basically just seeing if there's anything interesting. If we find an interesting looking planet, we'll go and have a look planet side and just see what it looks like up close. But like I said, I'm not really expecting anything overly interesting. We might find a couple of Earth-like, some water worlds and so on, but we'll just go and see I mean, we could make some decent grift from... or see, some decent bank, I should really say. Because grift, it just gives the wrong kind of impression, doesn't it? But we should make some decent amount of credits from terraformable high metal content worlds. The problem is with terraformable high metal contents is you don't know if you're going to find them or not. Because any high metal content could be potentially terraformable. Let's have a look. Everything here seems to have been scanned by either Commander Raven or Commander Social Outcast. Or even Commander Pandrid's Extretora, whatever. So yeah, those guys. Or girls. I can't be going and assuming genders now, can I? People might start getting triggered. But yeah. You know, it's out. We're out in the middle of the black. We're just jumping along. Just keep jumping, just keep jumping. Damn, no, get out of my head. But yes, we can just talk about random things, I suspect. I mean, we've got my... what was it? My fundraising thing for getting myself a better computer. Holy crud, I was not expecting the immediate and huge backlash I got from half the community. Those people that weren't very happy about me asking for help. I mean, I find it all rather amusing. I mean, I put a lot of effort into YouTube. And I'm not, I'll be honest, in my eyes, I'm not holding a gun to anyone's head, and I'm not kind of forcing people to donate. I'm just asking, if you want to, just fine. If not, great, but oh well. Ooh, we got some water worlds by the look of it. So we're definitely going to go and scan those. So there we go, we've got that scanned. So let's go. I think we'll scan this one. So we'll scan here. We'll also scan here. Because I thought that one was a water world for a second, but it's not. That's a high metal content. Potentially these two as well, because they might be terraformable. But we'll see how it goes. But what's happened is I set the donation drive to a flexible funding thing. So basically it has to go for the full 30 days that I set it for before I can get access to any of the funds that have been raised. The thing is, I've already hit 100% as of today, which is absolutely crazy. The reason I set it the way I did is because I was not expecting to hit the actual goal itself. What I was thinking was a couple of people may donate. I may be able to upgrade a little bit and whatever. But I was nowhere near was I expecting to actually go and hit the goal within just over a week. That is insane. And what's even more insane is that around about half, a little under half of the total raised funds was donated by a single person. Holy crud, they went and donated $500 in the first thing. And then when they saw that I was only a 210 away from the thing, they donated another 210. It's like, holy crud. I mean, yeah. No. I don't know what to say. I mean, you know who you are. I'm pretty sure you're watching this video now. I'm not going to go and out you there because I'm pretty sure you're not too interested in being known. But holy crud. I mean, haven't you got anything better to spend your money on? Not that I'm crapping on what you're trying to do, but wow, I'm surprised is all. So let's see. Yeah, high metal content world. It's not actually terraformable, so oh well. Let's go and scan these two as well. Because how far are these away? Not far. Let's go and scan those, because potentially these may be terraformable. If one is, the other one is as well, and that's going to be a nice amount of credits going into the bank for the next ship, the upgrade for Commander Mal Reynolds. So yeah, so like I said, I've hit 100% of my goal for upgrading my computer. So now I can now get the 3 pieces that I need to upgrade: the motherboard, the processor, and the RAM. Because upgrading one means I have to upgrade all of them pretty much, because those pieces all come together. It's like the basic core of the computer. And the thing is, I'm going to just go and upgrade those, but like I said, I've got 22 days until I can actually get and actually access any of this. So, because it's flexible funding, it can go over, or it could have even gone under. But because we're at 100%, it means we're going to, anything that comes in now is just going to go over. And so another guy as well is actually going and donate. Oh, wrong button. He's actually basically he went in to try and do PC building as a career. And let's see this one. Yes, this is a candidate for terraforming, so that's going to be some nice little bank. But what he's doing is he's basically got like thousands and thousands of pounds worth of computer equipment sitting just in his house. And he's decided that he's going to send me a new case, a new power supply, and a water cooler and another SSD. So it's like, holy crap, I'm getting... what? It's... I don't know what to say. I really don't. So the only things that are not getting upgraded, and I need to carry on moving now, don't I? The only things that aren't currently getting upgraded in the build are the graphics card and my hard drive. Well, 3 out of my 4 hard drives. So that's crazy. What I'm thinking is, because we've got 22 days left to go, if people do kind of continue donating, I mean, I feel bad even, but if anybody does actually end up doing that, I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, I'm extremely happy with what's happened. But if it did go any further, I'd be putting like that, whatever end goes over this towards potentially getting a 1080 graphics card. So that's kind of insane. But yeah, enough about this, because I know what's going to happen. People are going to be crapping in the comments, because I did actually lose a couple of subscribers over this whole thing, which I find rather amusing. But yeah, it's fine by me, because they'll be missing out on what's coming next. Because what's coming next is something that should have happened quite a while ago. And oh, look at this. A terraformable water world. So that's awesome. Have we got anything else that's interesting in this system? Not really. But we've got this one. So that's terraformable. These two are terraformable. Potentially this might be, although I doubt it, because this one's not terraformable. But let's go scan it anyway, just to go and be doubly sure. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the people that I kind of got extremely butthurt over this decided to unsub. They're going to be missing out on something that I should have done a long ass while ago, which was my planned 20,000 subscriber video. I'm nearly on 22,000. Actually, no, I'm over 21,000. But let's actually go and check quickly. Bump, dump. Yeah, a little quick the flick of the mouse there, because you can see I just had to go and click on a different tab on my second screen. Let's go and see. I am currently on 21,198 subscribers. So basically 21,200 subscribers, which is absolutely mind-boggling for me. I mean, I can't even picture that amount of people. But that amount of people must think that what I do here on YouTube is interesting enough to sub to. Which is spec-friggin-dacular. So I'm happy with that. But what's happening is basically to say thank you for everybody that is supporting me, especially up till now. I'm going to be doing a 20,000 subscriber giveaway. I mean, it was supposed to be done when I hit 20,000 subscribers, but I was very, very busy back then. I think what happened is the beta had just dropped shortly after, and I hadn't actually organised a lot of stuff. Because I've actually managed to accrue a bunch of potential prizes. Well, I'll say potential prizes, they are actually happening. But let's go and see what is this. Is this terraformable? No, it's not. Okay, so let's move on to the next system. Or what's happening is I am going to be doing this 20,000 subscriber video when I'm at 21,000 subscribers. Yes, I know I'm going on about it a lot. But, and we've got some awesome prizes. We've got we've got 2 copies of Planet Base to give away. The guys over at Madruga Works were awesome enough to go and provide 2 Steam codes to give away to 2 lucky winners. We've also got some prizes from Frontier. I forget exactly the number of them, but we've got a couple of or a few, I can't remember exactly how many, but we've got a bunch of the community paint packs to give away. I forget which ones, but I'll make a video specifically for this later. So that's awesome. We've got a couple of those to give away from Frontier. So those guys are awesome. Zach is awesome for providing that. But the one that is the most exciting for me... Did I scan this system? Can't remember. But the ones that are most exciting for me is my last video that went out. Yeah, I did scan. Was the review of the Monstertech HOTAS tail mounts. Now, I know a lot of you were saying that these things are great, but they're priced extremely high. Well, for one lucky winner, that is going to be not an issue, because they have agreed to give basically a pair of silver mounts out to one lucky winner. So what we've got to go and do is we're going to go do like a sweepstakes kind of prize thing. I think it's a sweepstakes. I can't remember what it's called, but where you go and it's a poll or whatever. You go and sign up for it. At the end of like 2 weeks or something, we'll generate random people to go and random winners, and the winners will then receive their prizes after that. So that's awesome. So just to recap, we've got some community paint packs from Frontier. So the paint jobs that you can only get by going to community events. We've got a couple of copies of Planet Base, and we've got a pair of HOTAS table mounts to give away to one lucky winner. So that is epic. So it's all going absolutely amazingly. Now, I did try and see if I could get a copy of the Solus Project as well, but unfortunately those guys haven't got back to me. Either my email got lost in the swarm of emails I suspect they must be getting, or they're not that particularly interested in helping out. But either way, it's not a big problem. We've got more than enough to go. So I'm going to be making a video on this over the course of the next day or so. So we're going to go and get that going. So what you're going to have to do is just watch out for that. Sign up for the events. I forget what website I usually use, but after about 2 weeks or so, after everyone's signed up for it, we're going to go and generate the winners. So it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to getting this going because you guys are epic. You have been supporting me from the very beginning since I started doing Elite Dangerous, because nobody cared when I did World of Tanks videos. And yes, for those of you who don't know, I did start off doing World of Tanks videos. You can actually still find them on my channel. I just have hidden them in the deepest, darkest recesses of the internet. Not actually, no, it's not the deepest, darkest. You don't want to go there. You really don't want to go there. But yeah, you can find them in the playlist section of my channel. So yeah, you can actually find the very first voiceover video I ever did there, which was my Ace Tanker video from my KV2 tank. I'll warn you now, the audio was absolutely horrible. But yeah, so that's what we're going to go and do. And what am I going to be doing with this particular account? I mean, look at this. We've got potentially terraformable world there, although I suspect it's not. So what we're just going to do is jump on. So how many more jumps we've got until we get to the end of this? 10 more jumps. Let's see if we can at least finish this set of jumps before we get to the end of the episode, because it should have been around about 20 minutes by this mark. So what I'm aiming for really is in this particular set of series is just to go for like the 30-minute mark, because 0 to Hero I'm happy to have about 45 minutes, maybe a bit longer. But this one, I want to have more people being able to watch it, because same as I think as some of the longer videos I do, they're a little bit hard to commit to, let's say. They're a bit like a relationship sometimes. Anyway, what have you guys been up to in Elite recently? I mean, I've been taking a little bit of a break recently since the beta, because I was knocking out so many videos. I mean, some days I was putting out 3 videos a day, and I just needed a bit of a break. I mean, it was insane. the amount of work that I put into this channel at that point. So let's finish scanning this. There we go. Nothing else in this system. And let's move on. And I've got to say, this is actually the first time I've actually been playing properly using my new table mounts from Saitek, and I'm really enjoying just how different it feels now. Because before, where the mounts were actually raised up on the table and I was having to lift my arms up to almost a flat 90-degree angle, maybe a little bit less, to actually play it properly, it was causing a lot of strain on one of my shoulders and one of my wrists. But the way I'm sitting now is just so much more natural. It feels so much better, and I suspect a lot of my joint issues are going to be alleviated somewhat because of this. Because not many people know this, but I kind of suffer from early onset arthritis. So it's not fun. And it's a bit of a, it's not fun when your favourite game that you play is kind of responsible for a lot of your issues. Well, let's see, I suspect this is another star. It is. Have these been discovered before? Of course they have. And I'm curious to see how far the other star is actually away from us. Got a G class, and the other one is 10,000 light seconds. I'm not going to go and fly all the way over there, because I want to get to the end of this particular set of jumps at least. If we can then go and potentially start on our way towards the next waypoint in our journey, the next leg, that'll be great as well. It's been such a long time since I've actually been out this far. Well, it's been a while since I've been out, not this far, but out this way specifically. Because I went out exploring not that long ago, like a couple of months back, on my main account on Commander Chaos Wolf. Because I've actually got 3 personal accounts. I've got my Commander Chaos Wolf, my Commander Ducky for 0 to Hero, and I've got this one, Commander Mal Reynolds. But I've also got a 4th account, but that's kind of a... Technically it's kind of a communal account for my... That's not even a communal account, it's just an account for my private group. It's called the Wolves of... Well, it's just called Wolves of Jonai for the private group. And I'm curious if we can actually see this now. Let's just go quickly in. Oh, I've got these guys waiting, but they are... I don't like accepting too many friends on this one. You know what, sod it though. Let's actually just accept them all. Let's see. The Wolves of Jonai account, the private group that we've got. So this is our dedicated private group. And we've got over 1,000 members again. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, the previous one had close to 2,000, I think it was. It was like 1,800. But we're getting back there. A lot of them were dead accounts. So a lot of these ones are actually active accounts. And it is great as well, because it does actually go and advertise our home system in there. And that was weird. Home! Our home system, I should have said. But yeah, it's... I still get occasionally, oh, the Wolves of Jonai, what system is your home system? It's like, oh... Do I really have to say it? Let's see, what we got here. It's so weird actually having such a agile explorer ship in Super Cruise. Let's see. A couple of things, but not a lot of these look all that interesting. I mean, this one looks kind of interesting. I think we'll go and scan this one as soon as this one finishes. There we go, we finished that one. So let's move over and we'll finish off our fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. And go back. Whoa, that is a little way out, isn't it? Fuel scoop disengaged. I guess I'm going to have to do a little bit of a cut over here because it's kind of a bit boring just flying towards one planet. Right, here we go, coming up closer to them. That wasn't that much better. But it did actually give me a chance to go and check how long it's been since I actually started coming out this way. And I reckon from my older videos that I ended up around about the Lagoon Nebula area around about April last year. So that's about, holy crud, that's about a year and a half ago since I was about this far out. Bloody hell, it's been a while. So that is kind of interesting. I mean, let's have a look at this. Was this actually terraformable? No, it wasn't. Oh well. But at least we're getting something scanned. I mean, we could land on this little moon as well. But, nah. Well, let's actually see if we can find something in the last system to go and land on. We've got 6 jumps left. But we'll see how we go. We'll see how quick we can actually get there. I mean, if we jump straight there, we'll make it fairly quickly within a couple of minutes. But it's only really if we stop to look at anything. I mean, we might find something really cool, and if we do, we'll probably just go and have a look at that and end there, but we'll see how it goes. What are you guys thinking of this series so far? I mean, it's probably a little premature to ask that, because this is only episode 2. But, oh well. What are you thinking so far? Because a lot of people seem to like the exploration series, especially since I just use it to kind of... It's almost like a pseudo Refuel with Wolf, in a way. Because I just talk about random crap when I'm actually flying around, because there's not a lot to kind of comment on beyond that. And apologies if there's any noises in the background. I'm in the same room as the bubbies, my pet rats. So, so they do like to kick up occasionally to let me know that they're not approving being ignored whilst I'm recording. So I'm pretty sure I showed you the girlies on while taking a look at my rig, which I'm going to have to redo after I go and rebuild the old girl. Well, I say rebuild, I'm pretty much just going to be nicking a couple of items out of it and then completely making a new rig, which is insane. I never expected to have this happen. So that's crazy. I mean, again, thank you so very much to everybody that actually went and donated to that drive. And even if you didn't, it's great, and those that didn't actually completely complain and whine and get really butthurt in the comments. Thank you for not doing that. Those of you that did, I can understand why you did, but it wasn't very pleasant. Well, it wasn't very pleasant, but it was rather funny at the same time, I think. Because I just find it rather amusing. I don't take these kind of things personally in the slightest. Right, let's scan and see what we got. There we go, 23 new objects, and I suspect none of them are anything of any real interest. So let's just finish the scan. There we go, it's an M-class dwarf, so even the star isn't all that interesting. It's actually the coolest of the scoopable stars. So anything cooler than this we just cannot scoop from. I wish there was a way actually to go over here and have a look and perhaps see some kind of cartographics tab and like just see the kind of information that we've currently got stored. I mean, I suspect it will eventually come in a future update, but until then we're just not going to have it. I mean, next update in 2.2 we are going to be getting some absolutely amazing we're thinking some absolutely amazing updates to exploration. We're going to get the ability to filter our route planner so we can actually only jump to scoopable stars, or only jump to specific classes of stars, or specific sets of classes of stars, or to systems that we've not visited. That'd be awesome. If you're trying to scan a specific area of stars, or a specific area of systems, you could just set your route planner to go to systems you haven't visited. So every time you keep jumping, it knocks off the ones that you could go. You could go back and forth as much as you want and just kind of comb the area, so to speak. Because that'd be cool. Might not be something I'm too interested in, but we'll have to see. What have we got? Ooh, Waterworld. Definitely going to go and have a look at that one. So we'll go have a look at that. I mean, how far away is it? 23,000 light seconds. Wow. But it's a Waterworld, so we're going to go and have a look. What I'm going to go and do is I am going to go and jump to where we are over there. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Here we go. Isn't that much better? Now I really hope that I'm not going to end up overshooting now. No, good. We are slowing down. Good, 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 good. It was a little bit hit and miss there for a sec. Not bad. So let's go and have a bit of a closer look, shall we? Ain't she a beauty? I know that was probably an absolutely appalling attempt at an Aussie accent there. I don't even know why I went and tried it. But isn't she gorgeous? Just look at how large that polar cap is. And for some reason, the opposing cap just doesn't seem as large or even there at all. But she is beautiful. Wow, just look at how small she is, though, in the vastness of the cosmos. That's rather humbling, I've got to say. But anyway, let's carry on. We've got a couple of jumps left. Yeah, 3 jumps. Let's just go make these 3 jumps and see if we find anything else interesting. I mean, actually, whilst we're charging the frame shift, let's have a quick look and see if that planet was actually terraformable. It was as well. So that's cool. I mean, I probably should have really scanned that one, but oh well. We're already on the way out. I'm not too fussed. So let's go and see just what we're going to go and find. I mean, I've yet to find an Earth-like so far in this particular trip. At least I don't think I have. I could have done. But we'll see. I mean, here we go. Let's just scan this one. "17 new discoveries." And yeah, not a lot of them of real interest. The vast majority of those discoveries are actually going to be in these 2 asteroid belts. So that is discovered. So let's carry on going. So 17 and 7. Oh right, so that's actually a few more then. So 24 astronomical objects. So let's start charging. 2 more jumps left to go. And there's absolutely nothing around here. It's gonna be weird. Getting well, it's I'll be honest, it's kind of weird actually being out exploring in this hauler. Because the first time I went out exploring was in an ASP. So I'd actually built up a considerable amount of money before I even thought about going outside of the bubble. But that's the first thing we're doing with Mal Reynolds, because, you know, the sky in or space in the bubble is rather crowded, and we don't. And we like being lost in the woods. It's the only place we can see a clear path. Yes, I probably butchered those things. I mean, how far away is this now? 29,000. Oh, it's a high metal content. I'm not going to risk going over there for it potentially not to be terraformable. Well, let's go and see if we find anything interesting in this last jump now, because this is the last system we're jumping to now. So, one last jump, and then we can start working on our next waypoint. There we go. Everything started going down. Let's have a look on the system map. What I'm planning to do is have a look here, because we can't... Can we actually go and remove that one there? No. I'm going to have to wait until we actually get there, and then I'll just delete it normally.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Well, let's see what we get over on the other side. I'm hoping, because I do believe this is a G-class star, I think, or... Yeah, I think it's a G-class we're jumping into. I'm hoping that we're going to be finding... Yeah, it is a G-class, I believe. It's either G or an F, I can't remember. But we'll have a look, see what we can find, see if potentially we have an Earth-like here. But no, we don't. But we do have a couple of planets that may potentially be terraformable. I'm kind of keen to check these 2 out. But I suspect this one and this one may be terraformable. This one's a little further away, so I'm not holding my breath for this one. This one is a little bit too close, I believe. I think the Goldilocks zone is going to basically go and encompass these 2. So that's going to be nice. So let's see. It's 1,000 light seconds out, is it?
Fuel scooping.
So yeah, let's actually go and get some fuel.
Fuel scooping complete.
There we go. But what I need to do is actually go and do a little bit of this, a little bit of moving towards the next waypoint. Oh yeah, I'm not actually jumping. Force of habit there. I need to go and make some progress towards the next waypoint between episodes as well. I've just not, like I said, I've just not had as much time to do recording as much as I would have liked to have done recently. Well, at least, well, I have done a lot of recording, just not for my particular series, apart from my first impressions and the beta series. So, yeah, that was fun. I do want to carry on doing a few of the first impressions videos on the beta server, mainly for the trade ships, because I haven't had a chance to do them up until now. So that's something to do. I just need to find some time. I'm having to cut back a little bit on doing videos, because what I'm going to end up doing is just reducing the amount of videos I do per week from trying to get one or so out per day to one out like every other day or something. So like 4 videos a week, because it was a bit too much of a strain, really. So I'm going to be reducing that down just a touch. So let's scan this one and see whether or not it is actually terraformable. I'm hoping it is, but we'll see. There we go, high metal content. Let's go and see whether it was actually terraformable. I mean, I'm seriously doubting it. No. So let's have a look at this one. This one stands a good possibility. But again, this one's even further away. Oh, joy. Yes, and I know, that's not exactly the most... the best thing for an explorer to have. But I've done so much exploring now. And mine and Obsidian Ant's methods of exploration are completely different. I mean, I go out there to try and get a exploration rank. He goes out there for the views. I mean, I like the views as well, but they're not the be-all and end-all for me. I like to look at planets and stuff from orbits. He likes to go down to the surfaces a lot more than I do. I mean, this account does have horizons, so we can go and land on the planetary surfaces if we want. And here we go. Let's get this one scanned. Now, this is the last scan we're going to be doing this episode, but I'm hoping that this is actually going to be terraformable. But let's be honest, I'm not holding out my breath for this at the minute. It looks like it should be, and there we go. We've got it scanned. Let's go and see. And no, it isn't. Oh, well. So, it's a nice looking planet. It was discovered first by Doroth. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But, well done on the first discovery. It looks like you discovered virtually the entire system, if not the entire system. Oh, look at these. These haven't actually been scanned. So we could go and get our names on these if we wanted. I'll probably go and do that after the episode when we finish recording. So that's going to be funny. And the first things I get my name on are going to be a couple of moons, unless someone comes and discovery snipes them from it, which is entirely possible. But anyway, for now it's time to power down the ship, turn in for the night, and hope that whatever may lurk in the deep dark black does not come a-knocking today. Anyway guys, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. But as always guys, like the video if you've liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Neither of those good enough for you, that's what the comments are for. And if you're so inclined, don't forget to check out the video description for a link to my Patreon account. Anyway guys, I've been Commander Chaos Wolf, you guys have been epic. I will see you soon. Until next time my fellow explorers, keep flying and stay shiny.